morning, everybody. Welcome to Strong4Life. I'm so glad that you're all here, and just love the opportunity to be able to share this time with each and every one of you to get our bodies moving today. First, I've got some equipment. I've got some 5-pounders, some 10s, some 15s. I've also got resistance bands, if that works. A towel can be used as something, and also got just a little pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie's been hanging out for a while, so maybe I need to get a different ingredient, some cans, and so just a little bit something. Okay, there's going to be a lot of body weight types of exercises today, and so don't worry if you don't have all of the equipment, okay, or any of the equipment. All right, good. All right, let's get our bodies started. Let's get our bodies moving. We'll start with a little light march. Here we go. Get those knees up and move those arms. It's time to get our bodies started today. Here we go. All right. Just drawing those knees up and leaning into that march. Okay, this can also be maybe just a little bit of a light jog if you'd rather kick up the intensity already. Good. All right, time to stretch the sides of our bodies out, stepping side to side, reaching nice and high, bringing those biceps to our ears and those heels down to the ground. So lengthen from your fingertips down to your heels as we reach into the sides of our bodies. Expand through those ribs. There we go, just stretch it out. Awesome, and now arms parallel, twist and pivot. Let's loosen up that lower back a little bit. Going in a different direction, making sure that we're picking up those feet. Good. Another thing I have a chair over here, I have a wall over there, I've got a wall over there. And so just, if you want some additional kind of stability with what we're doing today, we have that as an option. Even a stability ball that's behind me, we can use that. Let's come front and center, wide stance, we'll come down and up. Okay. Little squat and reach, and as we reach up, maybe bringing those heels up and squeezing those calves a little bit at the top. Excellent. Reach as high as you can through those fingertips. One more time, and then we'll stay up. Swimming kick-ups in hand and opposite foot. Let's circle through those shoulders, a little swimming action through those shoulders. Let's get them feeling good this morning. All right. Kicking forward, leaning forward into this. Try to avoid leaning back. That's not the action we want. We want to lean into those kicks. Excellent. Let's move on and work those hips. Bring those knees out and up, out to the side. There we go. Loosen up through those hips. Okay, good. All right, nice high knees right there. And working through those big ball joints. Of course, with the opportunity to perhaps sit a little bit more than we're accustomed to. Those hips feel it, okay? I'm definitely feeling that in terms of my hips getting kind of tightened up a little bit, and so it's always good to kind of get those hips moving and try and keep that area nice and free. Good, let's tuck our elbows into our ribs, thumbs to the back of the room, alternate the hands, working those rotators. Good, working those shoulders a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Getting our bodies started, getting our bodies moving. Moving's improving, you know how I like to say that. Awesome. We're going to go through each one of those again just a little bit faster, so if you want to bring some additional intensity, that's fine. We're also going to be going faster in terms of the amount of time we spend. All right, reach overhead now, side to side. Just step it out. Step it out. Good. There we are. Add just a little pace if you want to. And then twist and pivot, pick up those feet, arms parallel. Swing those arms. The longer the arms, the more you're gonna feel here. So let those arms just wave out to the side. Good. Coming up onto those squats, just give me 4, but no more of those squats. Come on down and reach for it. There we are. And when we're done with 4 or no more, then stay upright and swim and kick those hands through. You might already be discovering that your body's starting to loosen up and feel a little bit warmer already through this second time through. Yeah, it's good stuff. Our body's getting ready. It's prepared. Let's work those hips again. There we go. Bring them out and to the sides. Excellent. Maybe lift those knees just a little bit higher. Okay, all right. Tuck those elbows in, thumbs to the back of the room. Let's do it. Let's do it. Getting those shoulders. Excellent, excellent. All right. As I shared with you, my daughter calls this one, pay the bills, pay the bills. I think she said, oh, I did some PTBs the other day, paid the bills. Of course, she's paying the bills with my account, with my money. But anyway, she's paying some bills. Okay. All right, we're going to do 3 cardio exercises. And I got a right and left on one. So really, it's kind of 4 cardio exercises. So we're going to start with a little bit of a soccer kick. Each one will be 30 seconds apiece. As soon as I show the exercise, you can get started. So we're only going to kick with our right legs, called soccer kick. So we step back with our left and kick with our right. So a little step and kick. Okay? Now a way to make it a little bit more intense is to add a little bit of skip. A little bit of a skip into this. So if you haven't started already, get going. Get going. Okay, we're already about halfway through on time on this side. Good. And we're kicking about waist height or lower. Okay, we're kicking. We're not trying to force that kick. We're not trying to pull our hips out of socket here. Okay, we're just kicking and just moving our bodies. 3, 2, and done on that side. Of course, we're gonna get over to the other side now. Easy for me to say, right? Okay, so we'll step that right leg back and kick with the left. Just a little tap back on that right foot, and then a good kick, waist height or lower on that left. There we go. Now watch, make sure you got enough space. Don't be kicking your neighbor next right beside you. Okay, don't be kicking that vase off the table. All right. Don't be kicking that iPad or that computer, whatever you're watching right now. Don't kick that. Okay? I always say, get a little target when we do something like this. And sometimes you always pick out me as that target. But right now, if you do that, you're going to be hitting an expensive piece of electronics. 3, 2, and done. Okay, all right. Very nice. This next one is just a little bit of a reaction drill. Reaction drill means follow me, follow me. Okay? All right, so we'll start with just getting our feet moving. Just getting our feet moving. A little fast feet on those feet. There we go. Just a little shuffle on those feet. And we're going to do 2 moves, either a squat or a reach. And so follow me as we squat. And then follow me as we reach. Maybe a little hop. And then squat. And reach. And then reach and squat. Good. Squat and reach. And here we are. Reach and squat. Good. 2 squats. Yeah. And then 2 reaches. Nice. Squat and reach. Reach and squat. And we're done with that one. Excellent. Excellent job. All right. Whew. Starting to feel something already. Getting that heart rate going. Next one is called power jacks. Power jacks. So we're going to step side to side. Feet will start narrow, and we're going to get our feet out nice and wide. Hands to the outside of legs. Hands start overhead just like this. We're going to step side to side and just fan those arms. Okay? There we go. Side to side. Now if you want an up option here, you can hop in and out. This is a move from my insanity class. Okay? And just giving a different variation to it. All right, it's like waving your hands in the air, like you're saying, somebody help me. This guy's crazy for making me do this stuff. All right, there we go. We got 3, 2, and done. Let's take a little breather, little sip of water. We'll come back and we'll do those 3-ish again, okay? Nice job. All right. Whew. All right, hope you're feeling a little bit warmer now. We're moving our bodies. Let's go ahead and do those 3 again. Again, kicking with the right leg, a little tap back onto the left, soccer kicks. Here we go, so tap back left and kick to the right. 30 seconds, here we go. All right, good kick right there. Again, lean in to the kick. Lean into the kick. If we're leaning into the kick, that means we're using our core muscles to lift that leg. Less than 10, less than 10. We're doing great. Doing great. Come on. Right at 3, 2, and other side. Okay. All right, tap back that right. Tap back that right and kick the left. We're starting right now. Here we go. Getting that up option, a little shuffle. You can add a little shuffle, a little swiftness to those feet. Okay? Add some agility on those feet and get it going. Get it going. Less than 10, hang with me. Come on, come on. Here we are, 3, 2, and there we are right there. Okay, back to following me. Back to following me, okay? So let's get those feet going. We're gonna turn now to the side. So we're gonna go down and up and down, and we're also gonna turn to the sides. So follow me down. Good, follow me reach. And then down and up. And then up and down. Good, turn to the right. Down and up. Turn back center. Face me. Down and up. Turn to the left. Down and up. Right back, face me. Down and up. Good. And then up and down. All right, and we're done. Did you notice I did it backwards? Did I fool you? Or did you fool me? Okay, all right. Whoo! Keep it going now. Power jacks. High hands. Step it or hop it side to side. 30 seconds. Come on. Wave those hands in the air like you just don't care. Hey, oh, all right. There we go. Good. Good wide stance. Of course, those feet point out just a little bit. So we gotta make sure we're still keeping good alignment on those toes. All right. 3, 2, and done with those. Nice. Now I'm heated up. I bet you're heated up. Let's get a sip of water or whatever it is that we're using for hydration. Of course, I'm having coffee. That is not for hydration. It actually causes dehydration. So it's a diuretic. It's not the best thing to drink, but it keeps me awake. So that's a good thing, right? Okay. Yeah, some mornings it's like, okay, a little bit too much on the coffee, a little bit too much. Balance work now, balance work. You're gonna get a wall right here or a chair right here. If you need a little bit of additional stability, that's quite all right. Do what makes sense for you. Let's start with a little balance. This first one is called a floating skater. Floating skater, right foot will be on the ground. We're gonna tap just our back foot, our left foot down on the ground, and just bring our left knee up to the side. So we're just floating that foot just for a little bit, tap those toes, and bring those knees up. Okay. All right. We're going 30 seconds on each leg right here. Now we can also, if you want, you just tap the toe off to the side. Just tap the toe off to the side as opposed to bringing that knee up, okay? So that's a way to make it happen. That's a way to make it happen. All right, last one. Let's switch to the other side. Switch to the other side. So left foot stays planted, right foot back. And then draw that right knee up. Just a little skater, little bowler. Squat right there and a knee lifts. Good, just a little tap of that toe, bend in that left knee. Bring that knee up. All right. We're almost there. Give me 3 and 2 and done right there. Shake those legs out. So what do we got next for us? What do we got next for us? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So we're going to do some work with just our eyes. Just our eyes. So we're going to bring right foot forward, left foot back on the same plane as if we're standing on the same piece of wood. Okay? Just bringing our hands out right in front of us, prayer hands right here. So let's initially start with our eyes. Okay, I'm looking straight forward, and then look over your right shoulder. Good. Back straight forward and look over your left shoulder. And then back straight forward, look up. Excellent. And then look down. Good. Let's go right and left and up and down. Excellent. Let's switch to the other side. Perfect. Okay, left foot forward, right foot back. Okay, that one just is just a little bit of a recognition that our eyes are part of our stability and balance equation. Good. Good. Left foot in front of that right foot as if we're on the same board. And we're going to look over our left shoulder this time. Good. And then look over our right shoulder. And look up. And look down. Good. And then look left and right. And then up and down. Excellent. There we go. Come out of that. Let's see what I got next for us. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So let's grab just a light dumbbell or a can of pumpkin pie or whatever you got going. And we're going to just do a little arc raise up and over. Right foot on the ground and left foot up off the ground. Okay, that knee can be lifted or that foot can just be hovering. And we're just going to come up and over from our right hip bone to our left hip bone, creating that little arc overhead. Okay, challenging that balance of ours. Good. All right. Big reach overhead. Of course, when we go overhead, our core muscles automatically seek to stabilize our spine so they engage. They engage just automatically as we go overhead. And let's go ahead and switch to the other side. Left foot down, right foot up, or right knee up. From that left hip to the right hip, going overhead. Reach for it, reach for it. Lengthen those arms. Okay, we can also not have anything in our hands, and that's fine too, or if it bothers our shoulders, we don't have to go that high. We don't have to go that high, we just go hip bone to hip bone. It's really about just creating that side-to-side agitation on our body so our body has to stabilize. 3 and 2 and done. Excellent. Go ahead and set whatever you had in your hand down. And we're going to do some leg swings and leg kicks. Leg swings and leg kicks. Okay, chair or wall for these as an option. Okay, so you've probably seen like professional baseball players and stuff do this as their warm-ups. Right foot on the ground, side to side with that left leg. I let my hands at my hips. Okay, I set my toe down, that's fine. I'm just going to swing side to side. Okay, so you feel your upper body just a little bit, kind of compensating for that momentum shift of that leg, okay? So it's okay to rock a little bit side to side. Just trying to do the best we can. If we're setting that left foot down, then all that means is we're practicing. We're practicing, so don't let that frustrate you, okay? All right, now forward and back, forward and back. Yeah, kick that left foot forward and back. Just hover that foot. Okay, if we have a hand on a wall or on that chair, that's quite all right. Forward and back. Now our upper body is rocking forward and back. You can feel that. You can feel that. Good. Excellent. All right, let's set that side down, and we'll do the left side now. Left foot on the ground, swing side to side. There we go. Just set a toe down. No biggie there. Just let it happen. You see my arms swinging too, kind of in the opposite direction of my leg. That's just another way. If I took my arms out, I guess, you know, that's something too. I have to really compensate more with my body, but if I'm using my arms, it just kind of feels right. Let's kick now, forward and back. Okay? All right, even using my arms now, adding them in this time. Didn't even think about that, just started doing it, so I figured I'd mention it because maybe you're doing it too. Okay? Doesn't matter how we're kicking, we're just playing around with that leg. Okay? Just moving it around. Okay, 3, 2, and done right there. Excellent job. Let's take a little bit longer break here. A little sip of water or coffee or whatever it is that's working for you today. And then we'll come right back in a moment. Okay, so we're going to go through those groupings of 4. Stability exercises, again, floating skaters, right foot stays planted. Okay, that left foot comes behind. Okay, crossing, scissoring those legs, right foot stays straight forward. Again, we're just bringing that left knee up and out to the side. Okay, it doesn't matter how high or low that foot is. Okay, again, you can also tap the toe just out to the side, right? Okay, as long as we all agree that we're just moving, and as long as we all agree that we're just moving the way that you are designed today, right? As we feel difference in previous days, we don't always feel the same way each day. So we've got to really just allow whatever body we have in class today to just be the one that's moving, right? Love the one you're with. 3, 2, and other side. Left foot's down, right foot's working. You ever have one of those days when you're in a class or you're working out, you're just not feeling it. You're just not feeling it, okay? There's some days where like the A, you can bring that A effort, you can bring that A up, or that B effort, and it's just, sometimes it's effortless, and there's sometimes where it's just a struggle, okay? And those are sometimes the more important ones to push through because they can be really discouraging. They can be a little bit confusing to our minds, okay? And those are the ones that often, sometimes say, well, maybe not so much. Maybe not for me, okay? 3, 2, and done. So if we just push through those, then those A's and those B's, they are on the back side of that. They are coming, okay? All right, so we just do what we can do, right? Awesome. Right foot forward, left foot back. You're on the same line, same board, if you will. Good, and then hands forward. We'll start with the eyes, and then we're gonna add the hands this time, okay? So let's take those hands in prayer and just point them towards the front. Go ahead and take a peek over that right shoulder. Woo, you feel the body move a little bit? Good. Let's start back center. Let's take a peek up towards the ceiling. Yeah, there we go. All right. And back center. Let's take a peek over that left shoulder now. Left shoulder, there we go, like we're pulling out of the driveway in the car. Back and front and center. Let's look at our shoes, look straight down. Excellent. Without bending down, look straight down. Good. Let's add some pace. Let's go right shoulder, left shoulder. Let's look up and let's look down. Okay, stay right here. We're not done. Stay right here. Take that left hand. Open up to the left side. And look at that hand and then right back. Together again. Do that 4 more times. Open up to the left. And right back. Good. Keeping those feet right where they're at. As best you can, okay? So it's really, really challenging our balance now. Good. Whoop. See that? All right, last time. Last time. Awesome. Same thing. Other side. We did it. We did it. Left foot forward, right foot back on that line. Hands forward. Hands forward. Let's begin by peeking over the left shoulder. Keep our eyes back there. Ooh. See, when you do that, I want it to fall to the right. Feel my body trying to fall to the right. That right foot kind of coming on the edge of my toe. I don't know what you're feeling, but that's what I'm feeling. I just thought I'd share it. Excellent. Let's look up, back towards front and center, and then look up. Oh, much more wobbly on this side than the other side. Let's look back forward and take a peek over our right shoulder. Oh, there we go. All right, back, front and center, and then take a peek at those shoes. Look straight down. All right. Let's add some pace. Here we go. Left shoulder and right shoulder. Up and down, and then stay right here. We're still right here. Right hand now, opening up. Point to the back of the room. And then bring that hand back. Again, do that 4 more times. Open up. And right back. Good. Follow that hand with your eyes. 2 more. And then last one. Last one. Awesome. There we go. All right. Whew. That was something. Okay. All right, we're going to grab that light weight or that canner. Nothing at all. All right, nothing at all. Okay. All right. Good. So right foot on the ground, left foot up, hip bone to hip bone, hip bone to hip bone. We're going to come up and over. Okay. So that left leg is up. It doesn't have to be super high. Just trying to keep that foot up off the floor. Okay. Way up overhead, hip bone to hip bone. Again, trying to stand as tall as we can. Reach that crown of your head as high as it will go. And then 3, 2, and let's go on to the other side. Left foot down, right foot up off the ground, hip bone to hip bone, up and overhead. There we are. Up and overhead. Good, lift right there. That foot in that shoe, that foot on the floor, it's just digging in. It's going a little, all sorts of activity on that foot, just trying to maintain our balance. That's good. That's good. It develops that muscle memory and that strength. Of course, it's more than just a foot. I just tapped the toe down, so it's okay to wobble. 3, 2, and done. Let's set whatever weight we have in our hand on down to the ground. Perfect. Leg swingers and kickers. Right foot on the ground, left leg swinging across our body. Across our body. You can add those arms, don't add those arms, whatever works for you. Create that side to side instability, that side to side agitation. Looking good, looking good. All right, and then kickers, forward and back, forward and back. Excellent job. You can feel that upper body. It's leaning a little bit forward, it's rocking a little bit back. That's okay. That's okay. Because what we're doing is we're developing that muscle memory to stabilize our body in whatever situation we might get in, okay? All right, left foot down, swinging that right. Here we are. Swing side to side, swing low. All right. I won't sing for you anymore, that's okay. All right, looking good here, looking good here. Maybe a couple more swings and then we're gonna add those kicks. Let's kick it, here we go, kick it. All right, nice kicks right there. Drive the heel back, squeeze those glutes. Kick that foot forward, come on. Looking good, looking good. And we're right at 3, 2, and done. We'll take a little breather right here. I need a sip of water. You take a sip of water, and then we'll come right back. We got some strength work that we're going to do. Okay. So we're going to do a little bit of some combination of some upper, some lower body, combined together. We call it a compound move. Sometimes compounds are only upper, sometimes they're only lower. But these will be a little bit of combination of both. And then we'll have some isolated upper and lower as well. I got 3 groupings and 3 exercises that we're gonna do. So we're gonna make our way through those, and we may make it through all the way twice. I'm not quite sure yet. Maybe I'll pick a greatest hits at the end and go through those. All right, squat thrusters, always on our greatest hits list. Squat thrusters with the hands, with some cans, or with some weights or bands. Let me just show the bands real quick before we get started, in case that's all you've got, because they are a little bit different with squat thrusters. Okay, so typically we start with those hands right there in squat thrusters, and then drive both hands up at the top. Sometimes the bands are just a little bit too crazy and they won't do that. It's a little bit too much resistance to get both hands going. So just one hand at a time. Okay, I'm gonna grab the weights now and we'll show that. Feet shoulder width slightly wider, good squat position, weights racked up here at our shoulders, the elbows right under those hands, and then we'll squat and press those weights. Now if going overhead's a challenge for you, then don't worry about that. Just keep the weights right there. Just keep the weights right there and squat up and down. Or if you want something a little bit different, still working those shoulders, squat and upright row, and then we'll get those shoulders similar to how we're just pressing those hands up. Okay? Now those shoulders, it's not necessarily about a squat and a shoulder raise. Okay? We are using the legs to lift the weights, but we are using the shoulders to support the weights. So that's where some of that activity is at. 3 and 2 and done. Excellent job right here. Good. All right. Rear lunge to a front lunge. Rear lunge to a front lunge. I'll show it head on first. If you're using a band, abandon that. Get that? Abandon the band. Don't use the band. Okay, because it's a little bit more challenging right here. I suppose you can kind of walk your leg through, but it's a little bit too complicated. Okay? All right, so step back lunge and either knee lift to a front lunge or tap a toe. Okay, then we're gonna alternate sides. Okay, back to front. Alternate sides. All right, let's go ahead and get going if we haven't gone already. Okay, weights or no weights. I got my hands to the side, but you can also have them racked up on the shoulders or a goblet hold just right here at our collarbone. Now, if you're floating that knee, there's a little bit added balance challenge right there. Okay, I'm going to just show it to the side view of this. Yep, up and through. And continue to alternate. We got just a little bit more to do. Excellent. 3 and 2 and done right there. Okay. Now clean and press now. Just with one dumbbell, okay, or I can, let me think about this with the band. You know what, I hadn't prepared for that with the band, so I don't have an option right off the top of my head. Normally I prepare for that, so worry about that. So if we don't have anything in the hand, just do this, okay? Just act like you have something in your hand. We're gonna come down, that weight's right there, we're gonna pick it up and drive it up overhead, okay? If you have a weight, you can also just exchange hands at the bottom of that squat. Again, the legs are moving the arms. We're flinging those arms up there, okay? All right, and without anything, you can still do that same motion. Just fling those hands up there, okay? All right, raise your hand if you love Strong for Life. Uh-oh, look at that, all you're raising your hands right now. I gotcha. 3 and 2 and done. Little breather right there. Excellent job. Okay. Little breather, a little sip, and then we got a couple, 3 more that we're gonna do. Actually, I got 6 more. We got 2 groupings of 3 that are coming up. Okay. So we're gonna hit some straight leg deadlifts. Straight leg deadlifts. I've shown this with the band before. I'm going to show it again because it's a little bit tricky with the bands. So feet about hip distance apart, very narrow feet. And then I grab past the handles onto the band to where I have tension already in the band right about mid-shin. And then I stand up with it, long spine, soft bend in the knees as I come down, but not a deep bend, okay? Same idea with the weights or no weights at all, and that's fine too. I'm going to stay to the side just so you can see. Feet very narrow, about hip distance apart. Hands, palms facing those legs. Come down about mid-shin, and then on up. And as we come on up, keep those shoulders hovering above the hands. Nice long spine, crown of our head to our tailbone. Just imagine you're sitting on the back wall that's right behind you. All right. Driving those hips forward. Stretching or feeling a little bit of pressure on those hamstrings on the way down and into our glutes, and then squeeze those hamstrings and glutes on the way up. I'm purposely going a little bit longer than 30 seconds on this one. It's just a bigger move. It takes more time, and in order to get the reps that we need on this one, we take a little bit more time. So a little bit less than 10 seconds now. Good stuff, working those legs, working those hamstrings and glutes into our lower back. 3, 2, and done. Okay. All right, let's get some upper body working now. Curl and overhead press with the weights or with the cans, with the bands. We're gonna just go, we can go one hand at a time. You can also be just 1 foot into this, come up, and go both hands at a time, okay? Otherwise, one hand, if that resistance is just a little bit too extra, okay? All right, with the weights or with the cans or just with their hands, curl and overhead press. I like to have 1 foot in front of the other just to take stress off my lower back as I go overhead. If overhead's a challenge, we can do a curl, come back down, mash those weights together, and work those shoulders in upright row, okay? I'll show that again, upright row, or do a curl, come down, and then a lateral raise, as long as the weight's the right choice for you, okay? Those lateral raises typically use something a little bit lighter. All right, getting a little bit longer than 30 seconds on this one. So we got, just a little bit less than 10. A little less than 10, hang on. All right, 3, 2, and done right there. Excellent. All right, and now 2 angles or 2 widths of squats. Okay, we're gonna do an in and out squat, wide and narrow squats. So I'm gonna take both those weights and just goblet hold them or hold them right here, racked position. So we'll start with a wide stance sumo squat. We'll come down and then we'll walk the feet in narrow, making sure the knees are going right towards the toes on both of those. So you see the toes are pointing in different directions based on the squats. Make sure the knees are aligned towards those toes. Go ahead and get going if you haven't gotten going. All right. Excellent. Working those legs. Now the final grouping that we have is all upper body. Okay, all upper body. If you're thinking, geez, we're doing a lot of legs here. Yeah. Final group's all upper body. Okay, 3 and 2 and done. Perfect. All right, it's all upper body, the final grouping that we have, and then maybe a greatest hits that we'll assemble. But let's come down to the ground here. Let's come all the way down. All the way down. So take your time getting down there. Bring some weights along so you have them nearby. We're going to start with chest flies and close grip presses. So you may need the variety of weights that are nearby, okay? Chest flies are typically lighter. I'm gonna stay at a little bit of an angle so you can see what that looks like. All right, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. That's fine. And then we're gonna take those weights, long arms, bring them upright. There we go, shoulders, elbows, and hands aligned. Bring those weights together, palms facing each other. And then pull that rubber band apart nice and wide and squeeze those hands back together. Soft bend in those elbows as we pull that rubber band apart and then squeezing those arms back together like we're giving someone a nice big bear hug. A nice big bear hug, right? That's right. I'm sure some of us are craving to do that with certain people. Just to reach out and give someone a nice big bear hug, right? Good. So feeling the lengthening on the way down. We're controlling the descent of those hands. That's where the strength happens on this one. I mean, the squeeze happens too on the concentric or the squeezing or the shortening motion of that muscle. But as we lengthen the muscle, it also strengthens the muscle, the eccentric motion of that muscle. Good. So we're right at 3, 2, and done right here. Okay, next up, closed grip presses. So maybe something a little bit heavier. You're going to go right from our belly button and press it straight up. So we're going to keep both those weights together, just like we were at the top of that last one, keeping our elbows close next to our ribs. So as we come down, hands are about to the belly button, elbows past the ribs, and we just press the weight up right back to just about over our shoulders, maybe over our nose as those arms are long. So this also works the chest muscles, but it also works the shoulders and the triceps and helps to isolate those triceps as we go from our belly button and press up. Now if you want to feel something a little bit extra here, press those palms toward each other. Press those hands into the weights. If you have no weights here, you can press those palms. You'll definitely feel something on this one, okay? All right, and if you want to feel a little bit something extra, bring those feet up off the ground, either one foot or both feet, depending on how your back feels. Okay, that's a little bit extra right there. We're right at 3, 2, and done. Keeping those weights right there, we're going to keep our arms nice and long, overhead pullovers. Okay, so soft bend in our elbows. We're going to go all the way overhead. Do not hinge at those elbows, and then bring those weights up. Again, maybe hovering toward our belly button in terms of the distance we're coming forward. And we're only going a little bit forward with those hands, past the plane of our shoulders, if we're looking straight vertically, right? And that's so we can get a little extra squeeze to our chest muscles. Yeah, so this one also works the chest, but it also gets some of those back muscles as well, those latissimus dorsi, those muscles under our armpits. Aren't you so glad we're working our armpits today? That's right, we're getting our armpits done. Just what you were hoping for. It's like, oh, I got to go to my exercise class today. I got to go Strong for Life. I hope we're working armpits today. Yeah, getting them done. Getting them done. Oh, I'm kidding. We're working those muscles behind them. There we are. 3, 2, and done right there. Good. All right. Awesome. So let's put together a little greatest hits compilation. And one of those greatest hits will end up on the floor. So we're just going to do 3 exercises. 3 exercises, okay? So we'll start with clean and press. Clean and press. By the way, come on upright, okay, if you haven't done so already. And I'll take a moment to just calm down and relax. How about that? There we go. So now that we're upright, so we'll start with clean and press, curl overhead press, and then we'll end up on the floor with those closed grip presses. Okay, so we're going to go through those 3 just one more time. Clean and press, just 1 dumbbell. 1 dumbbell, okay? All right. Here we go. Nice wide stance here. We're going to come just either pick it up off the floor and set it back down on the floor and pick it up, or exchange hands kind of in route, in root, and root. Okay, sometimes it's route, sometimes it's root. I don't know the difference. I don't know the difference. My wife always makes fun of me for my vocabulary. I said, well, as much as I speak, the amount of words I say, I'm bound to mess something up. Okay? Like all the time. All the time. All right. There we go. We got about 15 more seconds here. So again, use the power of those legs. Fling that arm up there. Okay? Strength through those legs. Push through the floor with those legs. And that gives you the power to float those hands. All right. 3 and 2. Awesome. Good. Curl and overhead press now. Maybe something a little bit heavier, right? Or curl and upright row, still about the same weight. Or curl and lateral raise, shoulder raise, probably something a little bit lighter. Okay, all right, 1 foot in front of the other if we're going overhead. All right, here we go. Tuck those elbows in, 30 seconds, we got it, boom. We'll go a little bit more than 30 on this one. A little bit more than 30. So my daughter turned 16 on Tuesday. She turned 16 on Tuesday. Of course, challenging time to turn 16. but she made the best of it. She just had a wonderful day. It was a really nice day for her, and a lot of her friends stopped by and put posters in the yard and honked the horn and waved to her, and it was really cool. There was a caravan of cars that came later in the day, 3, 2, and done. It was really nice. Good. But of course, you know, no DMV, no license, and so, you know, she's anxiously awaiting that. Anxiously awaiting that. By the way, I came down to the floor. Go ahead and take your time and come down to the floor. And we're done with that previous one if I hadn't said so already. Okay. All right. So come down to the floor. Close grip presses. All right. We're going to lay on it to our backs right here. Good. Let's take those weights, mash them together. Okay. Draw those palms closer toward each other. Keep that pressure right there. Legs up or down if you want to. And then bring those weights to our belly button. You can feel those ribs with those elbows on the way down. But she had a wonderful day, and we talked about it at the end, and she's like, that was just, you know, all things considered, that was just a great day. We had a huge FaceTime call with our whole family, my dad and my brothers and all my nieces and nephews and sisters and stuff like that. So it was just it turned out to be really good. And then she fully detailed, we got about 10 more seconds here. Fully detailed Alfonso. Alfonso is our Nissan Altima, and that's the car she thinks is hers, but that's the car I'm going to be letting her drive. Okay, 3, 2, and done right there. Okay, all right. Very nice, very nice. Set those weights off to the side, and let's go ahead and come up to a seated position, just grabbing behind those knees. Oh, she did an excellent job. Excellent job with Alfonso. Yeah, very nice. And in terms of giving him a nice bath, nice detail. All right. So these next ones are called, these core exercises. We're moving on to core exercises. They're called up and overs. Up and overs. And so we're going to have our hands to our side. And we're basically just going to pivot on our butts. Pivot on our tuckus a little bit. Okay, so there's 2 ways to do that. 2 ways to do that, up and overs. So we're either going to step 1 foot at a time, okay, and then come right back through the center, or both feet at a time, check it out. Tap the heel center, tap the heel left, bring it up and over to the right. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with those. So you pick the option, 1 foot at a time, or both feet together. And if you're doing both feet together, you're doing that big up and over from left side all the way to the right side. Up and over. Whoo! That's right. Just keep those hands right there. We're just moving, we're pivoting. Okay, let those hands be part of the trick. Kick those feet up there. Kick those feet up there. Oh, feeling that right on the top of my legs. I bet you are too. We're almost there. 3 and 2. And done. Excellent job. All right. Now we're going to lay down on our right side. Either our right elbow, so shoulder over that elbow. Hips can be just right down on the ground, or you can lay all the way down and support your head with your hands. Sometimes that bothers the shoulder, so if you don't like to do that, just be on the elbow. Okay, left toe is going to come up and point toward the sky. Left hand is going to meet that toe for a side leg lift. So reach up and down. Okay, and so the idea here with this core exercise is to isolate those external obliques, that side of our body. So try and feel something on the side of our body through those ribs and our hips. Reaching way overhead. Okay, whether you're touching your foot or not, doesn't matter. Does not matter. Not at all. Okay. All right. Give me 3 more of these. 3 and 2. And last one. There we go. We'll do the other side next time. We're going to come onto our backs now. Just roll right onto our backs here. Excellent. Okay. Knee tappers. Knee tappers. So lengthen our legs out a little bit. You can go ahead and keep them bent. Keep 1 foot on the floor at all times, especially with us being on our backs. And just opposite hand to opposite knee. Opposite hand to opposite knee. Okay? And as I'm churning my legs here, tapping one heel down, we can also start with both heels down and just bring one knee up at a time. Okay? Alright, so find that flow for you. Just to feel how it works best for you. Chin off the chest, oxygen still moving. Oxygen still flowing. And just tapping those knees. Less than 10. Come on, come on. Press those feet out. We're right at 3, 2, and done. Knees to chest and just relax that lower back. Just a little bit. All right. Yeah, I feel kind of bad for her. I mean, she's done a really nice job preparing and keeping track of all of her driving, and she's got so many hours, but I said, I told her, I was like, just take the car. Just take the car. It's like a police officer. They'll understand. Just take it. She goes, that's illegal. And it probably is. But I told her to do it anyway. But she didn't. She didn't, which is probably the wise thing to do. Because I don't always share the most wisest things to do. Okay. Let's come back up to that seated position whenever you're ready. We're going to do those up and overs again, just in the other direction. Again, we can go 1 foot at a time, stopping midpoint and stomping to the right, and then coming back to the midpoint to the left, or both hands to the side and both feet working together. Come to the center, come to the right, and up and over. We've taken a lot of long drives just to get out, just to open the windows, get that sunroof going, just to get, out in the country and stuff like that. I've done several drives where the whole objective was, let's just get lost. Let's get lost a little bit and then find our way back. Let's find our way back. So there's been some of those. I mean, with gas so cheap, why not, right? Why not? We get out there and then let her drive the whole time. And so that's good. That's good. So, all right. We got just about one more round here. One more round. Here we go. Center to the right and then back to the left. Whew. All the way down there. Good. All right. I remember last time we did these. It's been a while since we did those. I got a lot of fan feedback from that one in terms of what we were feeling on our bodies afterwards. So you may feel something the next day or two. All right, so either left elbow, shoulder over that elbow, or lay all the way down onto our left side and just support your head with your left hand. Good. Right toes now pointing up toward the sky. Just open that hip a little bit. Okay, my back knee or bottom knee's bent. Okay, so it gives you a little bit more stability. Then we're going to reach right hand to right foot. Let's go. Let's go. It's a little side crunch. And of course, once the DMV opens back up, we'll want to go get that license, but, what are those lines going to be like? I don't know. The nice thing is I don't have to start paying insurance on her yet, so that's pretty good. A little silver lining right there. I didn't tell her that, okay? Time's not right. Too soon. Yeah. But she's doing great. Okay, we got about 5, 4, 3, 2, and done right there. Excellent job. Onto our backs, knee taps. Final thing we've got today. We are right at the end of our workout. Here we go. Again, trying to keep one heel on the ground as best you can. Knee taps. Good. So it's almost like a bicycle motion without drawing our upper body up towards those knees. Okay? And really just tapping those knees about midline, right at our waist. Right at our waist. It's a different way to do it. All right. So we're right at 3 and 2 and done. Knees to chest. Knees to chest. Release that lower back. Stretch it out just a little bit. Very nice. And then either climbing one leg, put that hand behind that back part of your knee and just drop the leg down, or behind both knees and roll on up. Seated position. Excellent job today. Let's cool down and stretch, shall we? There we go. So seated position, toes toward the shin, sit nice and tall. Inhale up nice and tall, and exhale and reach forward. Reach as far forward as you're able to, and then just stabilize by placing those hands on the toes or the ankles or the shins, or just beside the leg, just so we feel a nice gentle stretch. Now we're not pulling, we're just resting those hands. Okay, I'm not grabbing out of my feet and trying to yank them into my face. That's not the objective. Good stretch right there. Good work on our bodies this morning. We got a lot of things activated, a lot of things moving. So release from there, left foot to the inside of that right knee, and take the eye of that right elbow and just wrap it around the front of that left knee and rotate and face the left side, giving that left leg a nice hug with that right arm. Stay nice and tall and breathe. Feels good to get moving, feels good to keep moving. And the next day or two, we might feel a little bit of soreness. That's natural. And you all know that. All right. Same thing other side. Okay, right leg bent. Foot to the inside of that left knee. Eye of that left elbow across that right knee. Rotate and turn. Stay tall. Nice deep breaths right here. Excellent. Let's release and come back front and center. Either leg straight or whatever's comfortable. Easy seated position. We'll cross at our wrists, bring our palms together, and drop the crown of our head between our arms. That separates those shoulders from each other, allows us to stretch between those shoulders in the middle of our back. Good. Let's release those hands, and let's bring our left hand and just lightly grab onto our fingertips, and then press our right palm forward. Lengthening that arm just a little bit, pressing the bicep up toward the ceiling, tricep toward the ground. Get a stretch through our forearms. Also get a nice stretch through a bicep, and you can just play around with the height of that. You'll feel more if you lift higher. Just don't overdo it. Same thing other side. There we are. And release those hands. There we are. And that is Strong for Life today. Thank you all so very much for being here today, getting stronger and healthier every day. Thanks so much. Have a great day.